Whatsoever house I enter, I come to heal.
Dr. Scott, 315.
I think that you want the admission office. Tutor it down to the wall and then to the left. Right down there?
Dr. Scott, 315.
Good morning.
Good morning, Doctor. Somebody wants you.
Mm-hmm.
Morning, Doctor.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Third floor, Miss Lane.
This is Dr. Scott.
Oh, just a moment, Doctor.
Scotty,
Yes, Jerry.
you tied up?
Well, I was just about to unravel with a cup of coffee.
Forget it. I'm with the little Tabor girl. I don't like what I've just seen. You better get up here.
Okay, I'm on my way.
House of Hope. Each day, a new and complete true-to-life drama about the dedicated men and women and the people they serve in the Brotherhood of Healing.
The Tabor girl.
Oh, I think Dr. Chandler's in.
Yes, I know. Who wrote up this history?
The intern when the child was admitted last night. Something wrong?
Could never tell from this. What room?
317. No, 318.
It doesn't hurt where I'm pressing?
Just when you do with the other one.
Uh-huh.
Hello, Jerry.
Hi, Scotty. Debbie, this is Dr. Scott.
Hi.
Hi. I'll bet your real name is Deborah.
I hate it. Call me Debbie.
Dr. Scott's going to examine you.
I thought you were my doctor.
Dr. Chandler is the doctor of your outsides. I'm the doctor of your insides. What's the name of your friend?
Oh, her real name is Anna Louisa Camelia Magruder, but I call her useless. She can't do anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's nice to have a friend along when you're in the hospital. Let's raise this other knee.
Hey!
Hurt where I'm pressing?
Yes.
All right, Debbie. Will you excuse us, please?
Gonna talk about me?
And what makes Miss Useless so useless? I could feel it in my hand.
I felt it.
Incarcerated hernia?
On the verge of rupture. We'll need a operating room. And we'll need a history. You see this?
Yeah.
Parents here?
We're trying to find him.
Well, who sent her in?
Miss Brewster's boarding school is here. They're looking for the parents, too.
Allergies, blank. Diseases of childhood, blank. We get better records.
Hi, I got two doctors.
Mrs. Tabor,
Yes?
could we speak to you for a minute, please?
What's the matter with Debbie? Why do you have her in a room with all these other children?
Your little girl's an aggravated hernia. It'll have to be corrected.
You mean an operation?
Today.
We need your permission.
Debbie's father's the one to talk to.
Mrs. Tabor, the operation itself is comparatively simple. If we don't delay. Now, after all, you are her mother. and-
I'm not. I only met Debbie 3 months ago. I married her father. Her real mother, they're divorced, so obviously I
Can we
can't...
reach Mr. Tabor?
Away on business.
Debbie's mother?
I don't know. Look, I've been on an airplane since... You don't really need my permission.
We need someone's.
All right.
Thank you.
Now, I wonder if you could give us a little more information about Debbie. Her allergies, anything?
I'm barely acquainted with the child.
All right, Mrs. Tabor, thank you.
Big deal?
No, not so big. You'll be just fine. But I'm afraid Miss Useless there is going to catch cold.
You know I'd do anything if I could. Your father wanted to come. He sent me. You're gonna be all right, dear.
Sure. 2 doctors.
The The great universal indifference. People get married, get divorced, and then they dump their kids on strangers. I wonder if they bother to go to Debbie's wedding.
Doctor, why the change from cyclopropane to sodium pentothal?
We don't know anything about this child, Miss Hurley. We have to play it as safe as we can. Knife?
Wait. I'm losing pulse. Still going down.
Adrenaline. Pulse.
Still losing it.
Adrenaline.
I think I've got... Oh, nothing. No pulse.
Heart massage. Knife. Quick. She's gone.
Doctor, what was it?
These things happen.
We never touched her.
Happened once when I was an intern. Coronary. But that was a 50-year-old policeman.
I'll try and get a postmortem.
Nobody'll object. I don't think anybody cared about her very much.
I'll send the solution to the lab. And the needle. Doctor, what was it?
We'll find out. Anyway, you care. Liz?
Everybody in the hospital is sorry.
You're a psychiatrist, Dr. Hayes. So give Dr. Scott some answers.
Scotty.
Why did you go?
No PM?
That why?
The why of what it's all about. Age 7. Humor. Inside her like sunlight on a running river. The preparation, the pain. 7 years for what?
I don't know. Nobody knows.
And her mother is off somewhere, and her stepmother doesn't know. And her father's business comes first.
And I'm the one that pushed her into it.
Angry at God, the human race, and at Bill Scott. It's a lot to take on, even for Bill Scott. I lost one this morning. Beautiful child, juvenile schizophrenic, 11 years old. Had to tell his parents only an institution. Oh, we're in the wrong business if we're only going to remember the ones we lose. Hello, Sam.
Elizabeth? Scotty, anything I can do to make it easier?
You could tell me why the world is full of pain and cruelty.
Is it?
A 7-year-old girl died on my table this morning. We never even touched her. Like that, plucked away.
So maybe she was plucked away.
God needed her.
I have no way of knowing what God needs. Scotty, you have a job, Elizabeth has a job, and I have a job. Now, what more can we ask for? Infinite wisdom, final truths, nobody ever dying. And if they happen to die at this minute, why now, above all the minutes in eternity?
I want to buy a chicken farm.
Oh, swell. And who gains by that?
Dr. Scott, Dr. Chandler's on the phone.
Maybe the PM's come through. Yes, Jerry. How many hours old? We'll get a warm solution of 5% glucose in a feeding bottle and give me a sterile catheter. I'll be right up. Emergency in maternity. Infant, 6 hours old. No history on this one either. Here we go again. Good? Nice?
Human, Scotty. Human. Doctors. Power of life in their fingers, and they begin to feel like God. Then death, and they feel like an ignorant God. You psychiatrists play God too, Elizabeth?
We're always aware that we're ignorant, Sam. We're on your side.
Oh, we're all on the same side. You doctors take care of part of the ills of life, and, well, I try to take care of what you leave over.
The second half of House of Hope is brought to you by Colgate Dental Cream. Brushing after eating with Colgate helps stop bad breath, helps fight decay.
Warm feeding solution?
It's ready.
So?
It's classical. Right lung normal, left lung I hear junk.
5% glucose?
Let's say there's an obstruction. If it were a deformity of the diaphragm, we'd have a shift in the PMI. The findings don't fit, Jerry.
That's why I hollered. Tracheoesophageal fistula?
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what she did before. Choked. There, regurgitation.
Get me a sterile catheter.
Easy, baby, easy.
Pictures ought to show us, huh? Hey, don't come in here, please.
There's something wrong with our baby. My wife said there's something wrong.
Is this your baby?
Little baby, who can tell? They said Kolatzik has fine baby.
Okay, Mr. Kolatzik, come with me. Mr. Kolatzik? It looks as if there's an obstruction.
She is sick?
We're going to try to get an x-ray, but your baby probably needs an operation.
Nurse, what is the matter with our baby?
Mr. Kolatzik, who's your own doctor?
But they said fine baby girl. Yes. Just born. Operation for brand new baby girl just born?
Mr. Kolatzik, in newborn infants, we sometimes discover a failure of the windpipe to develop. She can't take nourishment. It's nothing that'll go away quietly.
Dr. Goldschmidt. I guess... Goldschmidt, you want me to call him?
Yes, we'd like to speak to him.
Please, doctor, come explain my wife. We wait so long. First baby. My wife wants this baby very much. She loves this baby.
Mr. Kolodzik, I'll be glad to talk to your wife. But I think there's something you ought to know. There are other pediatric surgeons in this hospital.
Scotty.
You may not want me. You'll hear that I lost a patient this morning on the operating table.
You make mistake?
No. No.
I will talk to Dr. Goldschmidt.
Beautiful, doctor. I never saw that kind of repair.
Thank you, Dr. Goldschmidt. Will you close, Doctor? Long day.
Anything yet this morning on the Tabor PM?
That should be true now. We needed this one, kiddo. Doctor, Miss Hurley and I are both very grateful to you.
For what? I've been in medicine for many years, and one thing I've learned is how much I still have to learn. Like I told Mr. Kolodzik, never confuse statistics with ability. Beautiful word. Beautiful.
All right, now, just a little walk up and down the corridor, but just once, all right? Oh, sorry.
They'll be right here.
The flowers. Somebody might like them.
I'll pass them along. Thank you, Mr. Taylor. Is there nothing else I can do for you?
Thank you. You've been very kind.
Oh, Dr. Chandler, Dr. Scott, this is Mr. Tabor.
You people told my wife that this would be a simple operation.
It wasn't the operation, Mr. Tabor. Debbie died of an aneurysm.
Well, would it have made any difference if I'd been here?
At first we thought yes, that with more information we could have saved her. But according to the pathologist's report, she died of an aneurysm of the circle of Willis.
What?
A bubble in a blood vessel. The first time she was to go under anesthesia, have a tooth pulled or grow up and give birth to a child, or even a heavy coughing spell. Nobody could have saved her. Not your fault, Mr. Tabor. Nobody's fault. I'm sorry.
Is it hereditary?
Hereditary.
If we have other children.
That's the best idea I've heard all day. You go have those other children.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry, Doctor. Come on. That's it. Now, off with those ropes. Come on, Barbara. Slowly. Off the rope and into the bed.
Thank you. Chaplain, you said you'd do something about the flowers.
Yes, I will. Goodbye, Mr. Tabor.
Goodbye. Thank you, sir.
Mrs. Tabor.
An aneurysm in the circle of Willis.
You know what that is, Sam?
No, sure. It's another name for the hand of God. Oh, Mrs. Ames, would you see that these get down to maternity, please, to Mrs. Kolodzik?
With pleasure.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, come to think of it, the hand of God.
Whatsoever house I enter, I come to heal.
Dr. Scott, 316. Dr. Scott, 316. Dr. Chandler, emergency entrance. Dr. Chandler, emergency entrance.
Tune in tomorrow for another complete true-to-life drama on House of Hope.